Hey, what's up, team? Forgive the froggy voice, I'm a bit under the weather, but in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at these cats, and these are from Blokees Galaxy version 05, the first foray into the Transformers 1 universe, and here we have GV07, the second foray, and we're going to do some mixing and matching and some pairing, because both of these sets supplement and complement one another, and so that's going to be the video today, so stick around. Alright, so why don't we kick the review off by covering D16. Man, he looks so innocent over here, dude. Before he got corrupted and the weight of the world barreled down on him. You can see that he's cogless, great details in the chest per all of these figures. You know, I don't know how many times I can say this, but just wonderful sculpt and detail. And again, he looks super duper friendly and very, very innocent. And then you can see Homie right here. Now this is from GV05. These two characters from GV07. And first of all, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but as he starts turning into Megatron, he gets a little bit more of a pug nose, and I feel like they represent that very, very well over here. On top of that, look at the Megatronus symbol on his chest, the Decepticon symbol that was burned in by Sentinel, beautifully, beautifully captured, and even the Megatronus sticker itself, dude. I don't even know if I can get this to focus properly. They even got the texture, the shimmery texture right on that thing, and so that's just really awesome. And you can see he starts resembling more of Megatron. I mean, of course, he did too over here, right? I mean, you can see some of the red present, but more of that red is present as he starts evolving, and shades of the Megatron that we are familiar with start representing and manifesting. And here we have full Megatron mode when he's absorbed the cog of Megatronus Prime, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There are some similarities between these two guys, as you can see the evolution in play. The back starts looking similar. The placement of the red on the chest and on the arms, that starts looking very similar as well. There is one critique, though, that I have about the Megatron, cogged D16 toy, and that is the placement of the ports on the arms. I think they used the wrong forearms for him, because if you look when he's in Megatron, when he's in his Megatron mode, the blaster and the side can equip on the side of the arm, right? The secondary can equip on the side. But for Homeboy, when he's cogged Megatron, the blasters have to adhere underneath the forearm. Was it like that in the movie? Am I the one who's wrong? For some reason, I thought it was slung on the side, but they chose to go with the forearm that has the port on the bottom. Now, they could have chosen another forearm that has a forearm that has it on the side, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they chose to do that. But maybe this is correct. Maybe this is correct to the movie, and again, I'm wrong. But man, seeing these three guys kind of come together, so cool. And once again, these two are from GV07, and my man over here is GV05. But to be able to see kind of like this Pokemon evolution in action, that is a really, really cool display gimmick, and I intend to have them kind of like that, showing A, B, and C. And so very happy with the treatment that they gave Megatron, or D16, excuse me. All right, now let's take a look at Optimus, or Orion, actually. And so here is the cogless Orion Pax. And you can see the empty, vacant cog port in his chest. The transformation cog's supposed to go there. And he looks great, man. Again, dude, loving all the details that allude to the fact that one day he will become Optimus Prime. And yeah, looks super innocent. Again, the weight of the world and the war and stuff has not crept into him. His friendship with D16 has not fractured yet. This we get in GV07, and this is the cogged Orion. And you can see he starts looking more like Optimus Prime with the car bits on his chest, because at this point he can transform. You see the subtle differences in the changes in the legs, still using the same mold, but some of the colors and slight details have been modified to kind of further emphasize that growth. And this is what I was talking about the Megatron. They could have used this arm, the one with the port on the side. And in fact, I may be inclined to change it. Oh, you know what? The colors are different. This is silver and the other one's a little bit gray. But Opax looks good, and the back you can see starts to change. He's a little bit more simple over here, but he starts getting this silver bit, and that silver bit is also present when he turns into his Optimus Prime mode. And you can see him over here kind of doing the jump pose. This is also in GV05. 2 Primes in GV05 and 1 Megatron in GV05. So they kind of do the reverse thing, whereas GV07 had 2 Megatrons and 1 Prime. Anyway, he looks great. He looks great. The only thing that I don't like about him is that this is supposed to be his hand holding the axe, you know, but he has these tiny spindly fingers doing that. So I think a little bit of detail that they kind of missed out on. You can see the matrix of leadership present in his chest. That's beautifully represented. And again, a similar like grill stuff on his legs, but looking more and more like Optimus every day. The smokestacks are very, very pronounced. What I did find interesting is that in Orion, the smokestacks are already kind of pronounced. You can see it kind of present there, right? But when he gets into the cog mode, they kind of retract. And then they expand again. So, yeah, I don't know what to deal with that. And he does come with that jump blaster. It's the same jump blaster that comes with the tracker. And so I think in the movie, he actually takes it off one of the trackers, right? But yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. I would love to have a shining version of this where the chest lights up with a light up soul block. And so that it can kind of manifest the scene from the movie. One thing I was going to say, though, is that, and I may have forgotten to point this out earlier, is that, which one is it? The new versions in GV07, they got this thing. They got the waist rocker like that. None of the Galaxy versions have it prior to this. And so I'm hoping in GV08, the one that was kind of teased recently, that's still present, because slowly I've been seeing them make evolutions and changes and improvements to the Galaxy version line. And so I do hope that is present. They did get rid of the stands, and I kind of like them because it allows you to pose them like this and put them in cool display postures. And so I don't know, that's kind of like a trade-off, if you will, but either way. Yeah, beautifully represented, and I do plan to display them in these three modes in my display cabinet. All right, now let's take a look at Sentinel Prime and Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion is from GV07, Sentinel is from GV05. It's kind of cool, man. You can recreate the scene or derive your own kind of like fan fiction, and they get into some really cool poses. Here you can see the action kind of leap, I'm going towards you. He has a double sword, which I think is great because it kind of fits the motif of him having the double sword as well. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily intended, but nonetheless, it makes for a cool playset. Sentinel's gold is done beautifully, you know. They do him justice by making him still look pompous and pretentious at this particular scale. Gold is done very well. All the shimmery stuff, again, they just spared no expense with the details. And the sculpt is unique to him. He doesn't share it with another character. He has ball joints on the wings as well. I do like the posability in the hands, in that, yeah, he can do the come at me bro moment, but more importantly, the pose that I had him before. When he was like, I told you to stop talking. That, you know what I'm talking about, right? That scene. Alpha Trion is from GV07, but yeah, he looks beautiful. And I covered him in the other review, but just to kind of talk about him a little bit. Dig that sculpt, man. Dig that sculpt on the face, on the chest. Great stuff on the legs and everything. I hope we get an alt mode version of him because I'm a big fan of the lion, mythical lion beast alt mode that he turns into. And so I hope we get all of that. But yeah, man, they look great paired with one another. And so another example of how the GV05 and GV0 sets, they kind of supplement, allowing you to kind of create scenes and things like that. And so, yeah, great stuff. All right, so now we see the evolution of B127. We have him here in his standard cogless mode, and that's from GV05. And then GV07, you can see the evolution over here when he is Badassetatron. And I know I totally missed the knife hands moment. It's somewhere at home. I can't find it right now. But I do like the evolution that they provide. You can see over here, he's a little bit more stark black and yellow. It's not as interspersed. And by the way, his feet, don't they kind of look like gym whistles or like snails? And then over here, you can see the black and yellow is more interspersed, kind of has a bumblebee stripe or even a tiger stripe theme. I think that's very, very nice. The back of B127, for some reason, it reminds me of the G1 Bumblebee, and I don't know exactly what it is about it. I don't know if it's just this gray piece, or I don't really know. But you can see that when he gets into the Badassetron mode, he has his alt modes thing on the back. And so that's a cool little piece of detail, right? But just in terms of how they line up side to side, now both of them are good, but definitely seems more friendly, more innocuous, and here we get a little bit heroic. And so I think they did a great job on bringing us this figure. All right, so the three cogless miners, Wheeljack, Hound, and Ironhide, they actually might be my favorite from this set. And you're like, what? And yeah, they're giving the tracker, the Viacon guy, the treatment, you know? I tried to get him to lean back a little bit more, but he was toppling over. But man, all four of them just look phenomenal. He looks great, despite just being in all blue. Like, something about this, it reminds me of like like a Cobra Stormtrooper or something, or like the General Infantry, you know, and he even has like the red stripes over here. Definitely has like a Cobra vibe, and even has the mask and everything. So I think that's pretty cool, man. He is unofficially my Cobra representative in the Transformers 1 universe. The cogless miners, they're all kind of interesting and very similar at the same time. Like, you can see the back, especially for Hound and Ironhide, they actually seem like mold mates. Other than the heads being different, the sculpt is pretty much the same. Front too. Look at the belly, look at the chest and everything like that. The decos are different. He has some stuff on the shoulders, and Homie has some stuff on the forearm. But overall, minus the head sculpt, yeah, they're pretty much the same. Wheeljack is the one that really, really stands out, and he feels very Wheeljacky to me. And even though he's a cogless miner, this kind of looks like it's part of his alt mode, right? And the leg design, everything, this is all different. So they've really kind of given him some love. The ears kind of being lit up like he's talking, but the face is really funny. Like, he got a big old fat cheese in mouth right there. Like, he looks like an emoji. That's what he looks like. But yeah, all of them are done well. Of the three, of the four, I don't know. Death Tracker is cool. He's nice. But if I had to pick one, I think I'm going to go with Hound, dude. I really like how they represented him. I like the face a lot. And yeah, he does kind of suffer from the human face syndrome, but at the same time, Hound was always like that. And so I think the head sculpt is done very, very well. Yeah, and I'm digging that a lot. I'm wondering if I can use his head for like some type of Devastator custom or something like that. But anyway, neither here nor there. But yeah, so here are the three cogless miners and the tracker who just ate it right now. And so we'll end on that shot right there. All right, and so that pretty much wraps it up. Just want to say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your generous donation of time, and I hope you were entertained, okay? Have a lovely day, my friends.